I say, welcome to the real world. Forget everything where you think say you know before, where you think say you sabi. Welcome to the real world.
A lot of people have not experienced love before.
Oh boy.
If you know what love be, the one day when I want to talk for Micah, I ask them, say, what's love? What's the meaning of love? People talk, your heart will be doing when you see your papa, see your heart do that. You don't love your papa. Yeah, talk about news and boom now. Paper, Disney World, where you talk about love, na sacrifice.
With the butterflies in your stomach.
Sacrifice. The ability to constantly make yourself number two. Now, what love be there?
Selfless.
That is what your parents are doing. You can see some people with the parents, maybe only 2 or 3. I know person like that. You don't get, I don't know that man, I don't know that man like 8 years now. You don't get past 8 clothes.
Now you count him.
Now I see him now. Okay. But the truth I say, when he sees kids, you don't explain his money. You know, like him dress well. The little he has, he feels it's important for him to make sure that these children get what is desired for them to be better in life. That's love now. Guess what? Him not even be number 2 for that house.
Maybe not even
number 7.
Because he no date a wife as number 1. Nobody, no man will be a wife number 1. That the children be number 1. But the moment I say.
Word.
You are
wisdom.
As a man, what are you?
Wisdom.
So if you don't get self-recognition, self-awareness, and you now get married, you will start to fight your kids for your wife's attention. See, which kind of this? This man, all the everything they do now, the kids. Ask your wife this week, don't reach out. I say this week now, what's your plan this week? People don't get
kids.
They tell you everything you want to do. You don't mention you
the kids will take the kids will do
you
this.
Don't the kids will do
this. You will not even be inside.
So if you have a problem with your self-awareness, you like, why do I fall into all these things? You fall into it mentally for her. She just don't feel the need to list it out and see you fall inside. It's no different from how
you know
she will tell you, say, we get something we want to next month. You don't tell you like 10 times. 2 days before that day, you forget.
yes. It happens.
It's not because we don't take her as important. We our heart be like this. And I feel that's why we can accommodate a lot. You can go to, you hate your job, you hate your boss. Your job is shitty. You get there every day, you're taking insults and everything, but you keep going there every day just so you can bring money home for your kids and your wife. And you will never complain to them that I hate that place. Do you know what I go to every day? You don't talk all those things. But you just go out there, you grind, you face all the bullshit, and you come back home, everybody's smiling. Once you see them smiling,
so
you're okay.
But in that case now, being, you see, there's a difference between a man and a boy. When I think when you get married is when you have spent years in marriage, consistently remaining in that marriage. That is what makes you a man. It's not when you, after a year, you chicken out, you don't know that the woman is like this, blah blah blah. These things are not even taught in school. There is no template for marriage. I asked a colleague of mine, I was working in a place where every day I'm not happy going there because I know I'm going to get some mental issues that I don't want. So I met this guy. This guy has been there for over 5 years. So I asked him, what is your motivation? What keeps you on this job? The guy shook his head and smiled. His response was his kids. His response was the kids. Imagine somebody having to get home sometimes as late as 12 a.m. and then 4:30 they are out of the house again, going back to that same place that is making you have mental issues. This guy had BP. At some point he was used to drugs. It's nothing more than the job. And when he quit the job, when he eventually quit the job, he had nothing like BP, nothing like any other, because he has left that place that gives him mental issues. So as a man, not as a boy, when people get married, they are welcomed. I say, welcome to the real world. They don't understand it yet. I tell somebody, I say, when they say have patience, you don't know patience until you get married. That is when you will understand when they say be patient. Having to sleep with somebody who you claim you love in the past, then reality sets in. You begin to have different thoughts like, is this the person that I thought I loved? Because when you wake up every morning beside somebody who consistently makes you angry, yet you are happy being there, then you would understand what it means by patience. No be all these hormones, my ovaries, my this, my that. I want to get welcome
They are mirage.
Body will tell you. Even no matter how much anybody will tell you about marriage, it will be different when you experience it yourself.
Experience is the best teacher.
There's no doubt about it. You can't remove all that. But the truth also is this. I feel personally that one of the things that's really helped me in my marriage is that I took the time to actually learn about the concept of marriage. I get my point. Not just based on what you see, how you see people living. Because for a lot of us, if you just base it on say, how my be, they're not being married.
Learning by observation.
Well, just say somebody, maybe their partner and said, hey, let me talk. And that's another thing I've observed a lot. You find out that people, you get a lot of people that in their 50s. They're just in the house like roommates. Good morning. He just goes and comes back late. And I think one problem is that a lot of women, as I said the other time, that I feel the man's heart is like wide. It can take a whole lot. I feel women have a linear perspective. So if you're not born like you just everything will narrow to
the kids.
You narrow to the kids. So once the kids don't grow, you will narrow from the kids to the grandchildren. They get narrow position. We be like this. We can
accommodate everybody.
Family, nuclear, this,
extended, parents, everybody.
You get my point. That's why I think that's the way men are. So from that reality, it was important to understand how marriage be. What's the concept of marriage in Islam? What's the marriage in Islam? How people live? How people that were around him, how people live? How did they live with their wives? I realized that. But the truth of the matter is that you need to buckle up if you are getting into that thing. He told me that what I realized was from that perspective that if you are not ready to grind, to put everything into it, then don't get involved. Don't get involved. And I told myself, I look at that, people are getting divorce rate is skyrocketing. And I said, okay, you know what then? I don't want to get divorced. I don't plan to get divorced. But if I say that's going to happen, I will have gotten to a point where I know that even if I think back 10 years after that period, I won't have any regrets. I should be able to say, everything
I did my best.
I wanted to
did it.
and I did it.
I was what's the word?
Convinced.
I was deliberate.
Deliberate about my decisions.
You have to be deliberate about it now. There are many
Intentional.
You talk about petty things people fight with. So when I first got married, I ate one thing personally. I don't like it. May you chop, may you wash plates, can't leave all the
Yes.
Man, why can't you just clean this thing? So my wife was what things. I think we already do that. I look at one thing and say, I want to make the water soap. I still there when water soap. Say you do. First time you do, second time. So like I said, I don't want to be a complainer. So I don't just talk anything. I just lock up. So that's why I'm like, if you eat this thing so much, I don't just get it out. So next time when you just do it, I just kind of
pack them.
I trash out. So maybe later when you remember from you know see after that, I want to read this thing. Another time again, I try out. After that period, I didn't need to tell her again. She started training the way at the right time. Because I just feel like another thing is some things the way you want to help a person. Show it. Can't just be saying, why is it in there? Why is it there? If you don't want it there, remove it from there and down. You go and put it in the right place now. Me now I reach out back on my chair like don't share. Now man wait. It's like why you don't be arrange that? Some men day when they come back, he go hand.
When you start looking for things, when you start looking for things at home, you say, babe, where's my boxer? She'll be like, why?
Did you give me your boxer?
Why will you be asking? You are the owner of this house. You are the manager. You are the manager of this house. Why you go? So one thing is when you get married now, you see that you are coming from different backgrounds,
different life experiences. Good.
Now I want to sweep this place. I always give this example. For me, if I want to sweep this place or this room, I can start from the door. I mean, that's how I've always been sweeping this room before I married you. You know, I start from the door. Now you have come in, and I'm sitting somewhere, and I'm seeing that you want to start sweeping the room. In my subconscious, I am expecting you
to go start from the door.
Start from where I used to start. But you, from your own experience. You think that sweeping a room should start from the middle, for example. So when she starts from the middle, then you will complain. You'll be like, no, don't start from there. Go and start from that place. And she'll be like, why? Why should I go and start? You might not have a reason, or you might not think of it. You can't explain it. Because that's how you have been doing it. You're like, why? Say, go and start from there, the fight starts. But the truth of the matter is that whether you start from the door or you start from the bone of contention is that the room should be clean.
My elder sister said there's no one way to cook any meal. The end point is what matters. It tastes good.
When you go married, you know, can say, my wife know the flush. Your wife know the flush. Say, what happened? He said, me, when I was living alone, if I spit inside of this, I like to flush it. But she doesn't do that. She will just say, but it's just small spits now. Do we need to? We cannot be wasting water. Do you know what happened? That lady, they used to fetch water from their, from downstairs. Come upstairs. How will you go and fetch water? Come inside of UC. So that's how she has been living. But the guy get water.
Two different upbringing.
You know, that it brought a fight. But alhamdulillah that we were able to quench and made both of them understand. Another thing is communication. You know, may Allah use our prayers and help us in our marriage. So this conversation,
inshallah, it will continue, inshallah.
So